Yo, what's up YouTube? Ed on the Comic Jabroni coming at you here recently on all social media platforms. I put out a notice to everybody that subscribes or follows me. I said, hey, ask me a question that's comic book related or geek and nerd culture related, and I'm going to do a question and answer on the channel. So, here we go. Yo, so welcome back, guys. Ed on the Comic Jabroni coming at ya. So yes, like I said at the beginning, I put out a Q&A type of a question to those of you that follow and subscribe to me on Twitter, Instagram, here on YouTube, and I got 9 questions back. So I wanted to take this time to answer those questions, but also say, hey, thank you to everybody that responded back to me. It's crazy how I put out something like this and nobody answers. But to those 9 of you that did, I love you. So, I'm going to be reading down here these questions for you, and the first question comes to us from YouTube, from Comics Misexplained. And for all of these people, I'm going to be putting their link to their YouTube or their Instagram down in the description below, so definitely go check them out. But number 1 from YouTube was from Comics Misexplained. He asked, who's your second favorite wrestler? Well, those of you that have watched me long enough know that the Macho Man, he's number 1. But what you might not have known is I, growing up in the 90s during the Attitude Era of WWF and WCW, I was a huge Rock fan.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking!
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, man, that was my favorite wrestler growing up. I absolutely loved his style, the way he spoke, his wrestling, his interviews, absolutely. The eyebrow, man. And lucky enough, I think when I had to have been maybe a freshman or sophomore in high school, I actually got to meet The Rock. Crazy story. Me and my buddy Jeremy Cross, we used to go down to the Freeman Coliseum here in San Antonio to go watch whenever there was a Raw or a SmackDown, whatever it had be. We would go down there and we knew the spot where the wrestlers would come down the street and turn into the parking lot for the Freeman Coliseum. Every now and then we'd get wrestlers to stop and sign autographs for us. Well, one day a Lincoln Continental stopped, rolled the window down, and it was the effing Rock, man. So me and Jeremy got to meet The Rock that one time, and he signed my book, which was his book, right? He signed his book that was mine, The Rock, his autobiography or biography, whatever. He signed it. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to post it here. Great time. But yes, Comics Misexplained, The Rock, he's my second favorite wrestler of all time. Another question from YouTube from Benjamin. He's asked, who's your favorite member of the Bat family? So, I want to go ahead and say Batman is my favorite member. I love Batman. But, if we exclude Batman, this is a fairly new character. I would have to go with Damian Wayne. I love me some Damian Wayne. I love that he's the Robin now. He's taken up that mantle, but there's stories out there of him being Batman in the future. He takes no crap from anybody, not even his dad, Batman. He's got another side of his family that's connected to Ra's al Ghul. That's his grandpa. This dude is a ninja beyond all types of ninjas out there, and he can kick some serious ass. So I'd have to say Damian Wayne, out of the rest of the Bat family, is my favorite. Yeah. Let's switch it up. We're going to go to Instagram from Bearded Comic Bro. He asks, who is your favorite non-big name Batman villain? Now, this is one that I had some problems. I started thinking, like, let's take away the Joker, Catwoman, Two-Face, Penguin, Scarecrow, right? Those are the big names that everybody always associates with the Rogue Gallery, even the Riddler, right? So I said, well, who else? You know who I really like? I like Hush. That Hush storyline was one that really pulled me into loving Batman. You know, drawn by Jim Lee, I absolutely loved that story. And Hush isn't a character that they really have used a lot since his inception, right? Since they created Hush, they haven't really used him a lot, but when they do, man, he's a sadistic bastard, man. There's that one storyline where he cuts out, the heart of Catwoman, and he's gonna kill her, and it's insane. But yeah, Joker's number one, obviously. But when we go to the non-big names, Hush is definitely there. But everybody loves himself some Kite Man too, right? Keep it going from YouTube. We got Warlord. My homie James asks, what was your first ever Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic book or toy that you started collecting? So it is no surprise that the Comic Jabroni loves Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I grew up watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that was my favorite cartoon growing up, my favorite toys. And it was the toys that really got me into collecting. My uncle, one birthday, how old? I must have been 5 or 6 years old for my birthday, and my birthday is Christmas Eve, guys. So when I say birthday Christmas, it's because they're one damn day apart. He got me all 4 of the Ninja Turtles from that original action figure line, and that's really where my love for Turtles came from. He got me all 4 of those originals, which I don't have to this day, but there you go. That's what got me into collecting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're gonna move into Twitter now. Pixar Nerd Studio asked the hard question. What is your opinion on Marvel stopping producing digital and physical comics until further notice? I am heartbroken that we have stopped, producing comic books digitally and, in the floppy copies. But I understand with everything that's going on right now with the whole corona and the COVID-19, and people are trying to social distance and stay safe. I get it. It sucks. I wish that I could still go to the comic book store on Wednesdays and go pick up books. But this isn't the end, guys. There's people out there saying this is the end of comics. This is the end of comics. The comics have made it. The comic book industry has made it through some crazy shit, right? In the 50s with Congress almost stopping the production of comic books, and then that's how we got the Comic Book Council, whatever the fuck it was called. And then in the 90s, we really almost saw the death of comic books there, but they climbed out of it. They thrived. And I see it happening now. Are we on a hiatus? Yeah, we are, but we'll be back. My nemesis, Agu Ramos on YouTube asks, in the Robin role, secondary, in command, or a sidekick, who was the best running back to Batman's quarterback? Well, I answered it earlier. Damian Wayne is definitely my favorite Bat family member and my favorite Robin. I absolutely enjoy when those two, Batman Bruce Wayne and Damian Wayne, are together on the hunt, doing whatever they need to do to protect Gotham. Because Damian Wayne, right, he is the son of Bruce Wayne. He don't take no shit from his dad, though. And he goes about it his own different way. Jason Todd was okay, but the comic book industry hated him and decided to kill him off. Dick Grayson has gone on to do other things, Nightwing, and he has done much bigger and better things as that character. And Tim Drake is, in my opinion, the Robin that nobody really remembers. Even though he was a badass detective, though. I mean, he figured out on his own that Bruce Wayne was Batman. But out of the 4, I definitely have to say that Damian Wayne was the better of the 4. Let's move to Twitter. Wolf Warner asks, what is your favorite indie title of all time? Come on, Wolf. Yo! You absolutely have to know that it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whether it be the Mirage or this new IDW run. I love some Turtles. Ruben Guzman on YouTube asks, what's your next Grail now that you have a Turtles #1? He says that I'm hunting Night Nurse #1 for my wife and classic White Tiger stuff for myself. I definitely have to say yes. After I acquired Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 first print, I took a break for a second, not to really think about, damn, what's the next Grail that I want to get, because I don't really have a big Grail that I want, or one that I can really afford. Although I will say that I want to complete my printings of Turtle issue #1. So I have a first print now, I got a third, I got a fourth, I got a fifth. I need that second print. So to me, that's the Grail that I want, even though it's not really a Grail. It's just a really cool book to have. And my boy Karate Kevin from Instagram, or you might know him as Superpower Reviews. He asked the toughest of all the questions. Who is your favorite turtle and why? Whew. I'm gonna take a little break on this question. I gotta think about it for a second and drink an old fashioned. So growing up as a kid watching Turtles, I was a Mikey fan, right? Michelangelo, huh? Yeah, I loved it. The party guy, right? Cowabunga, dudes. He wanted to party all the time. Party all the time, party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. But growing up, I've definitely got a better appreciation for Leonardo. I don't want to get all sappy with you, but my military time and being a non-commissioned officer, being a sergeant and taking care of soldiers and leading soldiers, I better understood what Leo was trying to do with that team and trying to lead this group of brothers that all wanted to do their own thing, right? Mikey was the party dude, and Raphael, he was the crude dude with attitude, and Donnie did machines. But Leo was the glue that brought them all together and made sure that they defeated the Foot Clan. So I definitely gotta say, now that I'm older, Leo is my favorite. So hey guys, thanks for watching the video. This was a quick Q&A. I put it out there on social media. Ask me a question, I'm gonna answer it on the channel. So next time I do this, definitely ask me a question, guys. I'm answering all these questions for you guys. I want you to have a deeper understanding and knowledge of who the Comic Jabroni is. Yeah, huh? But hey, this is your first time watching, think about hitting that subscribe button. Enjoy the content that the Comic Jabroni is dropping for you. Hit that like, comment down below. Do you have a question for the Comic Jabroni? But until next time, take it easy.
Over 9,000.
Peace.